The Institut d'Estudis Catalans, also known by the acronym IEC, is an academic institution which seeks to undertake research and study into all elements of Catalan culture. The IEC is known principally for its work in standardizing the Catalan language. The Institute's current president is Salvador Gina, elected to the office for 4 years in June 2005, and to a second term in 2009. The IEC is based in Barcelona, the capital of Catalonia, and the second largest city in Spain. Enric Prat de la Riba, who was to become the first president of the Commonwealth of Catalonia, signed the founding document of the Institute, as president of the Barcelona County Council on June 17, 1907. The IEC is one of a number of cultural and scientific institutions created at the time to lend greater prestige to the Catalan language and culture. Others include the Biblioteca de Catalunya, the Escola Industrial, the Escola Superior de Belles Arts, and the Escola del Tribunal, el Centre de Recerca Matemàtica. Prat de la Riba also founded the Escola de l'Administració Local, in order to create a body of Catalan civil servants for the regional government. The IEC was admitted to the Union Acadèmica Internacional in 1922, shortly after the establishment of the latter. During the dictatorship of Franco, along with many other Catalan cultural institutions, the Institute lived a semi-clandestine existence, and was not officially restored to its previous status in the field of language standardization until a 1991 bill was passed by the Catalan Parliament. The IEC inspired the creation of the Institut d'Estudis Occitans in Occitania. Occitania is an area in southern France where Occitan has been historically spoken. Philological section. The IEC's philological section was founded in 1911. Antoni Maria Alcover served as its first president. Along with Pompeu Fabra, the philological section worked to establish a series of spelling norms that were approved by members in 1913. These became the foundation of modern written Catalan, which are still in use today. Similarly, in 1917, the Diccionari Ortogràfic de l'Institut was published. It soon became a dictionary of spelling norms irredeemably tied to the reputation of former Institute director Pompeu Fabra. The dictionary went through several editions, with the last released in 1937. This work and others were the basis of Fabra's Diccionari General de la Llengua Catalana, published in 1932, a general-purpose dictionary that became a standard reference work throughout the various Catalan-speaking territories. Officially, the IEC provides standards for the language as a whole. The philological section has members from Catalonia proper, northern Catalonia, the Balearic Islands, Valencia, Alghero in Sardinia, and the Principality of Andorra. However, the Valencian region south of Catalonia has its own language academy, the Academia Valenciana de la Lengua, which nevertheless formally acknowledges that theirs is one variant of the common language, in an area known as the Franja de Ponent, the eastern edge of Aragon adjacent to Catalonia, where Catalan is spoken by about 44,000 inhabitants. The rules are followed de facto, although Catalan is not an official language in that region. Other IEC works of note include the Diccionari de la Llengua Catalana, published in 1995, and the regionally sensitive Diccionari Català Valencia Balear. Notable members of the philological section include Josep Carner, Angel Guimera, and Joan Maragall. Societat Catalana de Terminologia. The Societat Catalana de Terminologia is a subsidiary society of the Institut d'Estudis Catalans, which is attached to the latter's philological section and brings together all the organizations and professionals involved in Catalan terminology and disseminates terminological activities carried out in Catalan-speaking areas. History of the Societat Catalana de Terminologia. The Societat Catalana de Terminologia was founded as the Associació Catalana de Terminologia following a proposal presented at the first Terminology and Language Services Conference on 18 May 2001 at Pompeu Fabra University. Under this initiative, a management committee consisting of members of various institutions in Catalan-speaking areas was responsible for steering the founding process. It was made up of representatives from the Unió de Federacions Esportives de Catalunya, the Terminology Centre TERMCAT, the Institut Universitari de Lingüística Aplicada at the UPF and the Language Services at the Autonomous University of Barcelona, the Universitat Politècnica de Catalunya, Barcelona Tech and Jaume Universitat Castelló. Societat Catalana de Terminologia's goals encourage the dissemination of terminology in Catalan in scientific and technical fields, provide a platform for promoting the recognition and professionalization of the field of terminology, sponsor the provision and exchange of information about terminology activities between terminology users and professionals, establish relationships with other organizations, associations and institutions which have similar purposes, cooperate with the philological section and other IEC bodies and work in discussions related to the terminology of this institution. Societat Catalana de Terminologia's activities. SCATERM regularly runs academic conferences, seminars and training courses. Every 2 months it publishes the electronic newsletter Butlletí de la Societat Catalana de Terminologia, and every 6 months the Terminology journal Terminalia, which is both a specialist peer-reviewed scientific journal and also an informative magazine. It also publishes 2 collections created in 2009, Memories de la Societat Catalana de Terminologia, which features the proceedings of the most important events organized by the Society and in particular its annual conference, and Anys de Terminologia, which includes monographs concerning the study and practice of terminology. In order to drive research into terminology, SCATERM holds a biennial award for students as part of the awards and scholarships given by the IEC called the Societat Catalana de Terminologia Award.